Okay, we're green. Hello, everyone. skull902 here. And I kind of wanted to do something a little bit different here today. Um, as some of you might know, I have a nifty little series called Rule of Three. Now, for those who might not be in the know, Rule of Three is a series that I do where I watch or listen or read or whatever. Like, I take in the first three installments of something and then give my opinions on those three installments and see if I want to keep going. So, for instance, the first episode was the Looney Tunes show. I've done the Sonic IDW comics and stuff like that. It's mostly been TV shows, but you know, uh, I do all sorts of things on Rule of Three. So yeah, but the whole point of seeing whether I want to continue or not is so that I can, go back to it and review it later on. Um, and considering there's been 8 episodes of Rule of Three, and I haven't gone back to any of the things that I've said, hey, I want to go back and, you know, review this and whatnot. I feel like I probably shouldn't do any more episodes on new things until I take care of some of the old things. So, like, I'm gonna do like a sort of Rule of Three side series, Rule of Three follow-ups, where uh, I go ahead and actually do take a look at some of these uh, in order to follow up and tell you guys what I think about it. Um, So, in order to do that, I'm on this lovely site here, random.org. Uh, and it has a whole bunch of tools and stuff to randomly generate results. But the one that I'm going to be using here is the true random number generator. Right now, it's set at the default 1 to 100. I'm going to make the number 108. Because that's how many rule of threes there are. And I'm going to pick 4 episodes that I want to follow up on, at least of the things that I felt like I could do. So the only one that I'm going to rule out is the third episode, uh, One Punch Man, which I gave a maybe. Uh, So if it draws a 3, that's the only one where I'll be like, nope, gonna go again. Because everything else I gave like a positive review and whatnot. So I feel like that's how I should be doing this. Um, so yeah, that's basically the whole point of today's stream here is to pick out the episodes of Rule of Three that I want to follow up on. So, with that out of the way, uh, let's do the first number, shall we? So let's generate a number, and that would be 7. So I'd have to take a look back, but I believe 7. Yes. Okay. Um, 7 was Wakfu. So I'm going to be following up on that and going to the end of the first season of Wakfu. Uh, let's generate a number once again. 5. That would be Yu Yu Hakusho. So I'm going to probably go to the end of the first arc on that one. That sounds like a good point to say, hey, uh, I like this or I don't like this. Um, let's keep going here. God damn it. Holy shit. I just need two more. Come on. 8. Okay, that is Cardcaptor Sakura. Uh, I guess I have to make a decision now. Uh, you know what? All right, I got this. Coin flipper, and then that can be like the finale. Whether I choose the Japanese version or the American version to follow up on. Uh, okay, so I have all from last year actually. Come to think of it. So with the last one, I wonder if any of the 2018 episodes are going to be followed up on. Let's see. Nope, not doing One Punch Man. 4. That would be the Sonic IDW comic. So uh, that's like the original release order is what I'm going to be doing these in. So it's going to be Sonic IDW up to the end of the first storyline. Yu Yu Hakusho up to the end of its first story arc. Wakfu up to the end of its first season, and Card Captor Sakura or Card Captors. So I'm gonna just go ahead and take a look at that now. Uh, let's select a coin type here for our little coin flipping game. Let's do a $50. I just need the one coin. So heads will be the Japanese version. Tails will be the Canadian version, uh, or the original English dub. So let's see what we get here for Card Captor Sakura and whatnot. It's heads. So I'm going to be following up on the Japanese version with its modern dub. Uh, so yeah, that's basically what I wanted to do for this little bit. Uh, figure out some rule of three stuff. I thought that would be fun to do live on stream. Uh, so let's just get back to my live control deck now. Nobody has said anything, but whatever. Uh, it's cool. Not to worry. Let's just remove this. And how about I add a nice little image? I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick before I end things. Unless if I get a question, because I would be down to answer some questions. Actually, no. I'm not going to have that one. Blah, blah, blah. So let's do that. Yeah, this is the one. Okay. Center and fit. There we are. Beautiful. Okay. So I'm gonna give this like 30 seconds, or I don't know, maybe 30 is a bit too much. Uh, oh, hey, plushy child. All right, we're in business. I can shoot the shit now. Uh, plushy child is asking favorite part of Halloween. That would be the costumes for me. Uh, also, hello, Crest. Uh, I kind of already finished the whole point of this stream, but I felt like this might be a good time to shoot the shit and have a conversation with my audience. Why not? I like you guys. Plushy Child, by the way, drew up the skull character in the Rule of Three logo there. My little avatar. So Thank you once again for doing that up for me. Oh right, yeah. Jesus. Uh Hello, Great Waluigi, and happy Halloween, everybody. Kind of forgot to start the whole fucking thing off by wishing everybody a happy Halloween, but yes, happy Halloween. Um, stay safe. Watch your favorite scary movies or TV shows or whatever. For the love of fucking God, I personally would recommend not trick or treating this year, no matter how many fucking COVID cases your area has, because you never know. That's just my recommendation is to err on the side of caution. So yeah. But to answer Plushy Child's original question there, because I don't think that I fully explained, it would be the costumes, because there's like the element of randomness. You never really know everything that you're gonna see when you go out and whatnot. But also just to see how many or like what the most popular one is or stuff like that. You know, not to mention, I think, like personally, I think that it's fun to see the classics. Every time that I've gone out for Halloween, like I'd look out for like ghost faces, of which I was one plenty of times. Um, Basically all the slasher villains, right? Uh, any recognizable characters, it's just cool to see that shit. Uh, and of course, Candy is very nice as well. I have to say that. Um, Crest was asking me favorite 1990s first-person shooter. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, Crest. That's not really my kind of game. I'm terrible at first-person games. Uh, so I'm sorry to like burst any bubbles there, but I couldn't name one. Uh, the only FPS I really have anything resembling a modicum of experience with is Halo. Halo 1 and 2. Like those are the ones that I've easily played the most, and for what they are, I like them. Um, it's again, I'm just like terrible at first person control. Um, Having to use twin sticks and all that. Like dumb old skull902 brain can't really figure that one out. I like simpler games. They don't make me feel dumb. So that's how that is. Let's have a check of my Twitter. And by us, I mean me. Okay. So, any other questions or comments or anything along those lines? Twin sticks are easy. Try keyboard. That's old school as you can get. I don't even want to attempt keyboard, to be perfectly honest. Hold on. Considering how twitchy my hand is on my mouse, I do not want to. That and I don't know. It never seemed right to me. Just the idea of doing camera controls with your mouse. Uh, Shooting with the mouse buttons, like that's something that I can, get behind. Like that makes logical sense to me. But yeah, and I've also never been a fan of WASD as walking keys. Uh, you know, uh, like as far as movement, when playing on a keyboard is concerned, I kind of prefer using the arrow keys because I guess that's just another one of my weird ass quirks, isn't it? Uh, I just like to use the arrow keys and whatnot. I got too finely attuned, I guess, to the old games that I played as a child and like the Fusion emulator. Favorite scary movie, plushie child. That would be the film series that pioneered that question, or at least popularized it. The Scream movies. I, I did my like review of them earlier this month. Uh, so yeah, that would be it for me. I think that like we have like a series that uh unusual for slashers is like consistently good all throughout. Um, for a modicum, or no, I'm using the wrong word. For plenty of reasons, um, which I demonstrate a lot better in my review because it's actually scripted. Uh, Me trying to give my thoughts raw is it's not going to turn out that well, but like there's plenty of reasons why I like the movies. There's like a lot of subtleties and attention to detail and surprise and stuff like that. The costume for Ghostface is fucking perfect. Uh, I really enjoy those movies, and it's very nostalgic for me as well because like the first one of them that I saw was Scream 3 when I got the tape from Blockbuster as a kid, and uh, that movie like opened me up to other horror movies, particularly slasher flicks. So that's just like in a nutshell. Uh, what I would say is like my choice for scary movie or scary movies is the Scream franchise. In fact, um, if anyone wants to watch that video, uh, let me just grab the link. There you go. Scream movies, yay! Favorite horror game. And I'm really sorry to disappoint you, Crest, but I don't really play horror games. It's it's kind of weird because like as far as horror goes, it's like uh I'm only really into like the slasher kind of stuff because I feel like they're sort of mild enough for a more casual viewing most of the time. Um and like even a bad slasher movie for the most part can still be entertaining. Like uh I don't know, like psychological horror movies and supernatural horror movies just don't seem to uh get as much right for like my personal tastes. They don't make me tick as much, as it were. Um, but there are exceptions. For instance, I was a fan of The Ring. I saw that earlier this month with Rabbit and Josh to get ourselves hyped up for the holiday. And the Ring is a legitimately good movie. Um, but a lot of times, like I'll give you an example, like Paranormal Activity. Uh, there's one that's like I don't know. I feel like the scares in that one were like kind of cheap, uh, and like it it was just kind of boring, you know. Uh, so if you don't have like an interesting premise, uh, it's really hard to stick to those kinds of movies. Um, but I guess I like slasher flicks. I like action movies with elements of horror, or like horror action. Uh, Happy College Football Saturday. Yeah, go Wolverines. Actually, who is Michigan facing this week? Might as well look that up while Trip is here. Michigan is currently losing to the Spartans right now. Come on, Michigan. State's gonna get a fucking touchdown, or well, no, they're at the 10-yard line, but oof. Well, that sucks. But yes, a happy Halloween to you, Trip. Yes, I know that you don't celebrate. Uh, I think like everybody who's actually in the chat right now kind of missed it earlier, but I did pick out episodes of Rule of Three that I intend to follow up on uh, later this year. Um, I expect the episodes to come out in December, like they usually do. Uh, and just to recap that, I'm going to be having a follow up review of the Sonic IDW comics, Yu Yu Hakusho. Uh, God, what were the other two I picked out? Wakfu and Cardcaptor Sakura. So for the Rule of Three follow-up series, the first installment of that, I hope that it goes well and that you guys enjoy the videos and everything. December is going to be a pretty plentiful month if things go all to plan and whatnot. Arkansas plays Texas A&M. Normally they'd be playing in Jerry World, but moved it to an on-campus game. Uh, yeah, I presume it's because Jerry really wants fans in the stands, and I presume the colleges don't, which is the safe and like reasonable thing to do. I remember seeing like there were fans in attendance during World Series games. Like the MLB let fans in, and it's like, dude, why? I know that it's like limited capacity, right? And so presumably they're doing like social distance audience things, but like I think that it's just too much of a risk because when the game is over, everybody's going to be fucking converging anyway. When the game is about to start, everybody's going to be converging into the stadium. So like, you know, I don't know. Again, I'm just the kind of guy who goes on the side of caution uh, when it comes to these sorts of things. Like in the wrestling world, just for instance, AEW, uh, All Elite Wrestling, let fans back into their shows, and I think that that was a dumbass move. Uh, they really didn't handle the whole audience thing right at any point during this whole Corona thing. Uh, because at first it was like the wrestlers hanging around the ring, and that seemed like really fucking hokey. And now the fans are allowed back in, of course at reduced capacity, but eh, whatever. I don't get it. I just don't get it. If like uh, sports organizations are letting the fans back in, like it just doesn't make any sense to me personally. Uh, A&M actually have a lot of fans at their games, not very socially distanced. Is A&M the home team this year, I presume? Uh, what's bullshit is they're moving the game back to Jerry World next year. Well, I mean, if they have a contract with uh, Jerry Jones and the Cowboys to play the game at that stadium, then that's just how it's got to be. You can't just breach a contract. These were like special circumstances. It sounds like. Is there the home team? Uh, Razorbacks then would be the home team next year. But again, like if they have the contract and that's how things go, like, sorry, my dude. Did Michigan State not get? No, they did. Oh no, they got a field goal. That's what happened. Okay, so Michigan's down by 7, and that that sucks. Presumably, our athletic director wants that contract to be over with. Why? That would like under normal circumstances, you know how many fans can fit in the Cowboy Stadium, right? That's a shit ton of money. Be kind of stupid to let that deal go. Hey Saturn, uh, you like I think everybody just kind of like came in immediately after I did like the whole point of the stream. Uh, but like I picked out the rule of 3 episodes that I want to follow up on later this year. I'm probably gonna like write the episodes next month and into December. But like that, the follow up episodes are gonna be coming out in December. Uh, so just so that you know as well, Saturn, the episodes that I picked out from a random number generator were Sonic IDW, uh, Yu Yu Hakusho, Wakfu, and Cardcaptor Sakura. Uh, in recent years, like last year when I went, the game started at 11 a.m. and not many fans showed up because of that. That in Arkansas wasn't very good, unlike now. Uh, I can come back here. I know it's pretty early in the season. SEC, where the hell are you? Well, Trip, I guess I can't really blame you, considering the state of that team for so long. But 2-2 isn't exactly a great record. I saw you were streaming when I was looking at an NBA Jam arcade video. Gotcha. That's not what this thing is showing me here, Trip. It says 2-2. Here. I'll go scores and schedule. Why not? No, they're 2-2, dude. They lost to Georgia, beat Mississippi State, lost to Auburn, and then beat Mississippi. Speaking of college sports, I still haven't tried to watch college basketball since the NCAA decided to take away the Cardinals championship title. I wouldn't know anything about that. Just for the sake of clarity, which Cardinals are we talking about? Just so that like I can maybe look up the situation. I mean, most of the time, if they take away a championship, it's because the team was doing something bad. So, like, I'm a blah. Let me start that over again. Louisville. Okay. I'm a Michigan Wolverines guy, right? But you know, they broke the rules in the 90s, so they had to vacate a shit ton of results. That's just how it goes. Louisville. Okay. Let us have a look at the Louisville Cardinals. Louisville. Men's basketball. Oh shit. They were the 2013 winners. Dude, they beat Michigan. Oh man, I was so upset after that game. I remember. That sucks. Uh, it's like the 2018 championship game as well. Like Michigan, nobody was really expecting, uh, and they were like going in to face a team that seemed like super unstoppable. And then in the championship game itself, both times Michigan came out to a nice early lead and then just like stopped and lost. That sucks. Uh, you know what other team I like? Auburn. Yeah, they beat Arkansas off a fumble, but that was called an incomplete blah. That was called an incomplete pass, thus allowing the Tigers to kick a field goal on the last play of the game. Well, if that's how it works, Trip, then sorry, that doesn't mean that the 2017 Lions lost a game to the Falcons on a bullshit call. But I'm not about to say that their record that year was 10-6 just because. Uh, Saturn says I just started playing The World Ends with You final remix last night, and holy shit, I do not like Neku. He's just an asshole. Uh, well, tell him he's an asshole. Uh, I don't agree with them vacating the title because they weren't doing anything like boosting and doing any point shaving. Uh, what was the reason then? Let's have a look here into the Cardinals' 2013 championship and see if like what exactly was the problem. Uh, A former Louisville player, Andre McGee, arranged and paid for strippers and prostitutes to perform striptease dances and sexual acts for 17 prospective and former basketball players from 2010 to 14. Uh, do, 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 do. Uh, okay. Well, it looks like prostitution was involved, and that is, I don't want to see a debate about this in the chat, by the way, but as it legally stands right now, prostitution in most areas is illegal, and uh, I'm not about to say whether or not that justifies this thing, unless if some of the people who were involved were underage. Could that be like the thing? Uh, I'm not seeing any information about that, but I don't know. It does seem kind of again, unless if there's like a deep dark layer to this that I'm just not seeing from you know briefly glancing at the article about it, but you know maybe the NCAA was threatening, and like they typically will when a controversy arises, and they voluntarily just said, okay, fine. Uh, oh no, apparently it was a recruitment violation. Oh, you know what it is? It's because prospective players who weren't committed to the team yet were involved. I think that's the whole crux of it. Because if the guy was saying like, "Hey, player, if you commit to Louisville, then I'll take you out for strippers," like that's unethical. Saturn says, "I have no idea about sports except for uh, Ronaldinho soccer." I hope that's how you pronounce that first name there. Yeah, that's what I think it is, Crest. It's that they were using like the allure of strippers and prostitution to get people to sign with the school. So I think that's how that's how it went. Ohio State had to vacate their one and only win over Arkansas because they cheated. Oh yeah. Uh, Ohio State versus Arkansas history. Series history. 2010. Ah, yes. I remember reading something about that. I don't know why they vacated their 2010 wins, but ha, fuck you, Ohio State. Skull, you don't remember the? No, I don't. I do not, Saturn. I'm sorry. Anywho, not to say rest in peace to my Cavs and the Suns in making the playoffs in 2020, despite being the undefeated. Well, the Suns were really like a super outside chance of making it in. Uh, they had to win all their games, which you know what, to their credit, they did. Uh, but like a shit ton of other pieces had to fall down in order for that to happen. So like they were pretty much on the cusp of elimination, entering the bubble, and it just so happened to be that the one or two things that needed to happen happened. Like the odds were so stacked against them that it's not even funny. And then the Cavs were just they yeah, not one of the better regular seasons. Didn't they finish below the Pistons? I remember the Pistons had like a pretty fucking tumultuous year. They started off as playoff contenders and then just okay, they were half a game worse than the Pistons were. Jeez. So the Cavs and Pistons had just about the same bad luck. Dang it, not Ohio State too. Uh, well, now that you said that, I remember watching Fab Five and Jalen Rose was talking so much crap about the Buckeyes and playing Jim Jackson. Yeah, that rivalry is pretty intense. I don't think it's as prevalent in basketball, just because like Michigan's never really had like a terribly remarkable basketball team, and I don't think Ohio State really has either. Oh yes, the Wolverines tied the football game. Nice. Fuck you, State. Uh, but yeah, like football is definitely where I think that rivalry lies. Uh, that's like the two sports where the schools have historically been pretty fucking good at it. Most definitely. Most definitely, Crest. And then Michigan and Michigan State, it's like every sport, because that's just how it be. Uh, can't really think of any other rivalries involving Michigan, though. There probably are ones. I just am drawing a blank because I'm stupid. So instead, I'll just say go blue. I think that about sums it up. Wow. Really didn't intend for this thing to be 40 minutes, but hey, you know what? You guys saved the stream by coming by and having a little talk here. I think I'm gonna give it. Let's see, it's been like 41 and a quarter minutes now. We'll see where we are at 45 minutes. Uh, Trip says, I think the Wolverines in state play hockey and the Red Wings arena is a neutral site game. Yeah, they do a series in Detroit. Every year they play two games. They do a home and home, uh, like around December. And then every 2 years, the Great Lakes Invitational, which most of the time features Michigan State and Michigan, uh, is in Detroit. Uh, it flips between Detroit and Minnesota for the Great Lakes Invitational. But as far as like the Wolverines and Spartans, they do play two games in Detroit every year. Thank you for having the stream. Well, you're welcome. This was just kind of like a spur of the moment type of thing. I thought that it would be fun to pick out episodes live to follow up on for Rule of Three. So you know, uh, the chat interaction kind of came after the point that I was thinking that it would, but like it's perfectly fine. I didn't really make an announcement this time, just like a small non-tagged one uh, on Simp's server. I didn't like ping anybody, much less everybody. So I understand why it didn't really attract much viewers until it had been going on for like 10 minutes. But if there are no more comments, questions, or concerns or complaints, uh, then I think I'm gonna wrap this baby up. Uh, so, just once again, one final time here, uh, followed up on Rule of Three, or at least I picked out episodes to uh, follow up on. I wouldn't. I don't think I've seen Halloween 2 Crest, so I wouldn't know about that. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up now. Uh, so one final time. Rule of Three follow-ups. It's gonna be Sonic IDW, Yu Yu Hakusho, Wakfu, and Cardcaptor Sakura. So look forward to writing those videos and seeing all the stuff and whatnot. So yeah. Uh, Everybody, happy Halloween. Again, please stay safe. You know, uh, err on the side of caution. Don't trick or treat this year. Uh, wear your mask if you do go outside. Uh, and I'm not talking about Halloween masks. But yeah, that'll just about do it for this stream. Look forward to doing all the watching and writing and stuff for the Rule of Three follow-up episodes, and again, I'll try to have them out in December. So that'll be it for me. I've been skull902. Thank you for watching, and have yourselves a wonderful